Good morning, this is Sarah, your healthy carnivore in the UK. It's getting lighter in the mornings, right? We are no longer in the darkest part of winter. I've turned up at work and it's all completely light. Hope. If you don't know me, I found Carnivore back in 2014. And then the 22nd of July in 2024, I decided to make the ultimate commitment to do 1 year without stopping, no cheat days, no cheat meals, and for 365 days, and then decide afterwards what she's going to do next. And we're now at the 7-month point, and still up and down in my life, so there's no time for lots of videos and there's no time for tweaking, just soldiering on, keeping going, like I said in many times in my videos, there's going to be times when doing carnivore is going to be super easy for me, and there's some times when it's going to be super hard work, and I'm just going to keep doing it anyway. And that's what I've done, and I'm now gone past the 7-month point. Don't know which actual day it is because now we're going to the months. Father-in-law still in hospital. It's 50-50 with him, so lots to be lots of distractions going on in my life. So I'm glad I've got to the 7-month point to get to this bit because it makes me strong. And I know that if I go into the carb ditch, it's not going to help me, you, anyone. Also, seeing my in-laws in the state they're in just makes me want to do this even more, because I know they've been avoiding meat and eating low-fat grains for years, trusting doctors, taking the meds, taking the injections, and they've been dying slowly for years. So that forms part of my why as well. And when I do another video or interview at some point talking about whys, they will feature in it. This video today is really inspired by the fact that I was people were trying to encourage me to take medication. Do they not know me at all? A couple of you will know about this because I was chatting on a Mitch Old Guy Carnivore live about the fact that I'm, keeping going, but with, not much to show for it, but keeping going anyway. And of course you get the people chirping up, and they're only interested in me getting my results. I'm not saying that they're not trying to be helpful. They're not being horrible to me, well, apart from the ones that call me a liar. If you don't know me, it's unlikely, but if you're on here just out of the off chance that you've seen my thumbnail, I've lost 19.5 pounds in 7 months. And half of that's water weight and half of that's probably fat, and that's all I'm getting for now. But I'm going to keep going, so it doesn't really matter, because this time next year we'll be millionaires, won't we, right? But I was on the Old Guy Carnivore channel just chatting, and as usual, people giving me advice. I don't know why I even say it. I think it's because I want to raise awareness of the fact that there are women my age who do carnivore, who do struggle. There's a myth going around in the carnivore community that we get to about 3 or 4 weeks and then the fat starts melting off you like a snowman in a heat wave. You know what I mean? And it's not the same for everyone. Lots and lots of people, it's a long, tedious, slow waiting game where you are rewarded, but those rewards take a long time to come, and you have to sit back, strap yourself in, and wait. But there was 2 people on there saying that I should start taking medication for this. Now, thankfully, they weren't suggesting the diabetes medication that we all know about that's now been promoted as a weight loss drug. But it is a worry how many people I've heard that have taken that. There's a lady that I used to work with. I won't say where I've worked with her, because I've worked in lots of places, so you'll never know. But there's a lady I used to work with who said these actual words: I've been invited on holiday with some friends, but I don't want to go because they're all really thin because they've all been on that weight loss injection. And I'm like, oh, wowzers. I get the desperation. I really do. I get the desperation as much as anyone. I understand what it's like to do something really strict, turn down all your social occasions and have very, very, very little to show for it. I get the desperation. But I'd never do that. But luckily they weren't suggesting that. These couple of people on there, and I won't call out any names, but if you were on that particular feed, you'll know. But these people deserve their privacy, and they weren't being horrible. They were just trying to help me out and saying, if you go on some thyroid medication, the weight will start falling off you. And I was thinking, wow, one, you really don't know me at all. Clearly not a subscriber to my channel. I will never take any medication for anything. Yes, if I've got a really bad headache and I'm in a nursery environment, I'm probably going to treat myself to a paracetamol or maybe some ibuprofen if it's really bad. But that's as far as I'll go. That is as far as I will go. I will not. I mean, if I got really done in a car crash and they decided they were going to give me some morphine, I'd probably go for that, because apparently it's fun to take morphine in a serious situation like that. But that's as far as I'd go. I would not take any of these chronic medications, the ones that people take and never stop, the ones that cause side effects that you have to take more medication. The kind of crap that my mum took and the kind of crap that my in-laws take. No, absolutely. And I was really shocked, actually. And in the end, I did just exit the conversation. I thought, wow, I've now got 2 people saying to me, just take the thyroid medication and the weight will fall off you. 1, it's tweaking. 2, it's cheating. And 3, I'm scared of medication. I saw what it did to my mum. I saw what medication did to her. I've seen what medication's done to my in-laws. Did I mention 50-50 chance with the father-in-law right now? This pill, that pill, this pill, pill for that side effect, pill for that. I am going to take this the hard way. And I think, like I said in my previous video, this is why it took me so long to commit to carnivore properly, because I knew it would always be a long, tedious waiting game for me. I'm not one of those people that starts carnivore and then the weight just goes whoosh, whoosh, woo. Though those people, I think, why don't you just keep going? I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not going to judge. You know, some of these people that lose fast are living in environments where there's fast food restaurants all around them and the temptation is too much. I get that. Luckily in the UK, it's not really easy to do carnivore, but we are not completely and utterly surrounded by drive-throughs and fast food chains and things all around us all the time, especially not where I live. So I don't have that temptation all the time. So I get it. But some people, it's a commitment. It's something that I don't know. I would like to lose 75 pounds in total, and it could take me 75 years to get there. And I've made that commitment to see how long it takes. My eldest son said, see how long it takes. My youngest son says, lock in, mum, lock in, which basically means commit and find out. And I am finding out. And, you know, I've now reached the point where I think it's £19.5. On the 22nd of March, I'm hoping there's going to be another couple. This is where it is with me. It's going to be like £0.5 this month, £0.5 that month. It is tedious, and there are not many people that would have a channel and do this journey knowing how tediously slow it's going to be. And I'm not doing the tweaks. I'm not doing the meds. So please stop suggesting I drop the cheese and do this and do that. I wasn't on the cheese. Don't ask me to monitor this and monitor that and weigh this and weigh that and do this with myself. I am doing what the original carnivore veterans said. Eat your meat, drink the water, get on with your life and wait. And I've got used to that now. I have got used to that concept. I'm quite settled. And I only see carnivore in my future. I only see carnivore in my future. Now, that's not to say that I'm never, ever, 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 ever going to have a cheat meal ever. But for 365 days, there won't be a cheat meal. And I only see carnivore in my future. And I think that's really positive. That's all I want to say. But yes, I was very surprised when someone said to me, go and take some thyroid meds. The weight will fall off you. So, wow. 1, don't recommend medication to anyone. Don't recommend. Have you had your jab? Have you had your jab? You must have your jab. Some people need to learn to not recommend medication to other people, because you don't know what side effects they're going to be in those other people. And it's your recommendation and bullying and suggestion that's now put them in that state. Yeah. Sorry, that got dark. that got dark. But though I'm not taking I'm not taking any thyroid medication. I'm not taking any medication. I say great grandmother. She wasn't my great grandmother. She was my grandmother, but she was great. You know, my grandmother was great, and she said, "Don't trust the doctors. Don't go to the doctors for anything." She wouldn't even take a flu jab. She mostly ate meat. She never fell for the low-fat bullshit, and she never had the problems that my mum and in-laws have had, ever. She never kept falling over. She didn't lose her marbles. And when she did trip over something legitimately, she got better, just like a younger person would. So, yeah, won't be doing that. Not taking the meds, any kind of meds. I'm going to keep going, because if I take any kind of meds, then I'm going back on my original plan to follow the veterans, eat meat, drink water, and wait. I'll always be able to be called out on it. Like I said, I'm not going to go and do weight training because I'll be called out on that. I'm not going to start running or doing cardio because I'll get called out on that. I am doing this the natural way, the way that feels natural to me, and waiting. And yes, I'm not going to lie, there are days when it's tedious and it gets me down. But then the next morning, I get up, I have my meat, and I get on with my day. And now I've made it to 7 months like that, and I couldn't be more proud. I'm now going to go and get soaking wet because it is the UK. Anyway, I'm going to go now. I won't have time to edit this later. Lots going on tonight, hospital visits and things like that. I've got to go in now. Thank you so much for watching. I will try and do one every morning if I can. I know that there's some of you that really, really want me to do videos, and I'm going to try and get them done if I can, but there won't be much editing to them. It will just be a quick 10-minute and throw it out there. Okay, you take care, protect your peace. If you've got any meat, eat it. If you've got any water, drink it. If you get any sun, go out and get it. And thank you so much for listening. Take care, bye.